it fixes up the weight though. Can I afford like some of the meat? Because like I didn't end up peeling those animals. I should leave those alone. I could grab extra steel, but that's gonna weigh us down. That was kind of the point. I was gonna get more steel. I was gonna get more wood and crap, but I also would like to make sure we come in with some actual money and not like all this extra crap. Hold on. Something about 20 bucks. I got something that's exactly 20 bucks? No. But I could take off that and I have you. There we go. Okay. Now I at least get the money. Alright, you can head over to Minwick now. At least that's happening. And you get this all saved up. I played Civ or any of those kinds of games. They're just vaguely interesting but don't have the same kind of draw for me. I just don't get anything out of them visually, personally. A lot of people really love them. They're just not for me. It's so long with games. Honestly, life's easier when you don't want to play everything. So true. Being frugal is still what keeps me from buying more games. Look at the ones I know that I've already got loads from. The other thing too is it's kind of hard for me to not want to just play the same games over and over again. Like I just finished Need for Speed Underground 2 on stream and I was like immediately didn't move it to the completed section of my games and I'm like I'll probably start a new thing eventually and go again. And I'm like, no. I really need to slot this out of my random games and put this as like something else kind of thing. Because I've got other stuff. It's just that like, yeah, I started like a whole bunch of them around about the same time. And I had to wait until those finish, you know, before I could add more in. I did try to add more in, but it was taking so long to get certain games back in the rotation. Like, I'd have, like, 7 months between a game and stuff, which makes some of them hard. Like, I also wanted to play more Doom Eternal, but I've finished Doom, but I don't have the DLCs, you know, so I can't play whatever content's in the DLCs. I don't even know what's in it. I haven't had a look because I'm not close to, like, getting them. But, like, there's other games that I wanted to play and stuff, you know. What else? A lot of games I have that way. I played thousands of hours of Minecraft and I doubt I'll ever stop playing entirely. Imagine never wanting to play RimWorld again. Never wanting to. Yeah, I can't really imagine that either. But like the other thing too is I also look at it as like Need for Speed Underground. Now that I have got a fully completed car again, I can just like jump on that whenever I want privately and just like scooch around and do silly fun stuff with that. So there is that. I don't know. I looked and I can't find what happened to my original save. I think it was just like deleted or corrupt or something. There was a reason why I started a new one from scratch beyond like I was doing it on stream. But I just don't remember what it was, you know. I heard a dog then and I realized that's right. We have Viking's got an Arctic wolf and I'm like, that would make a bark. Yeah. They also are very slowly moving stuff out of here. And I guess they're having like their rec room stuff. But yeah, it's a shame I couldn't do the trade. Like I could do the trade, I can't be fucked thinking of it. Not right now. I could send supplies over here for it, I'm sure. What the hell? You good? Yes, it went boom, it's fine. Jeez. I love when it like freaks out like that. It's actually kind of funny. Okay, so we've got some crops and crap. I'm pretty sure I'm sending some people over here that can do crop stuff. My only problem is I'm not seeing anybody actually bringing stuff inside here. Probably the biggest problem I've got at this location. Also, E is doing some walls, which is good. Sam, I know you're resting. I kind of need somebody to like amp up the nighttime run of this. I also don't know why they're not filling this. I've got it like set to maximum. They should be fine. Game throwing 99 cheeses at your face in a second. It basically is. I get that it caught fire, but it's not really an issue. I'm also going to have to move some of these bookcases and crap over, I think. This isn't going to be the rec room, but it's definitely going to be somewhere where they can be. Also, since this doesn't require the same materials, they might actually be able to build this quickly. So these ones will. They're the same marble. So I'll have to wait for that. But we should have this chilled off. Somebody's got heat stroke here. That doesn't surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a fireplace on fucking somewhere. Or a heater or something. How are we going for temperature? It's not that hot. It's not that hot. I don't think the bedrooms are as cold as I want them to be, but I also know they're not as cold as they could be. So it's fine. But yeah, in here isn't chilled in any capacity. They're doing okay. Also, having the 2 locations, having like just the stuff that they can like hunt is also pretty useful. Who broke the doors? I'm gonna just replace these doors with stone. I know they're gonna break them, but they need to start like making it a little bit sturdier. And since, like I said, if this keeps happening, like I will make a decision about the fence and stuff. But like for right now, having the fence on the outside meant that we had more area. If I have to move it inwards, I have to move it in where the turrets are. And then I have to move, like, I have to move the whole fence inwards and all the turrets outwards would be what would have to happen if I change it. Which, I mean, for a while I just have 2 fences. But at the moment, they're just trying to hunt on either side of it. And I don't think it's going to make a lick of difference if it's in by about this much. I think they're still going to go do the same stupidity. They'll still go hunt it on the inside of the wall and break the fences. I just got to like section them off a bit. I got to bring like another set of fences in off like the center bits and just be like, you guys have like 4 individual pens or something like that with like additional pens around the place. And it only breaks like, only brings in like so many animals to that area kind of thing. But yeah, I haven't done it yet. Like this is kind of, with this place, we have more like solid walls around the place. It prevents it from happening. We only have a couple of spots and they're kind of in like the sand mostly. So we don't really get animals here. My people have to go around to go hunt something. But the animals also do want to tend to come around into here for food. Blue Jay's having a sad wander because they're greedy for impressive bedroom. That's okay. They'll get a bedroom eventually or they won't. I need to have a look around at my people. Like, I don't really want you guys sleeping in here. Realistically, I don't want you guys sleeping in here, but it's fine. And I kind of want to send the plant cutters over. I don't want to send the plant cutters and the cooks and crap. This area is so calm. It's great. The only problem is, like I said, like all of my gunners are currently outside of the base. Almost all the gunners. All the best gunners are out of the base, which is a bit of a concern. They've got like 4 days to destination and they've got... How long for the quest? They've got 17 days for the quest and we'll get deadlift. What a fucking name. I have deadlift, do some plant stuff. Viper's got confusion. Yeah, it's going to be weird because then we're slowly tacking up towards 300 people. And then it's just going to be all the Sparta jokes. You guys realize that, right? It's like, yeah, I just have a colony of Spartans. How's Tade doing? He's doing alright. He's hurt. Social fire, that's fine. Alright. It would be great if my people could just bring some stuff in. I'm pretty sure I've got plenty enough food. They're definitely bringing stuff in here. I think this shouldn't be keeping out... Should not be keeping out my panthers. Allow expanded area. Cats should be... I don't know where my cat's area is. Thrumbos aren't allowed in here. I'm guessing panthers are. Where's my cat's area? Oh, it's over there. Okay, well, cats are going to need to be able to get in here. Just because they're going to need to be able to access the food that's in here. The first couple of shelves, I think, would be good for them. Okay, so my cats can definitely get in here. My panthers are definitely able to go wherever the fuck they want. I don't think I have my panthers restricted. My thrumbos aren't allowed in here. And that's only because they were eating proper meals. Who's down? Snake. Cat, can you get Snake. You just rescue him. Sure, he's fine. Mal is probably fine too. Yeah. Alright. So, it makes it hard when I've got like 2 caravans and then I've got this as well.
Fatality!
Oh, Durin, that gopher's judging the fuck out of you, man. Everybody knows what you just did. That's what that button does. How you doing? What are you up to? Go frenzy. Well, Cat's got a go frenzy while doing a rescue, I guess, so that's nice. And what else? Jet's probably going to deal with the fire. I don't have a lot more animals to hunt here. I'll tell you what though, when I bring my fucking collection of gunners up here, such a sore throat. Well, I ate some watermelon last night before going to bed and promptly like had a coughing fit. So I kind of thought it would like fix up while I slept overnight today and stuff, but it did not. So yeah. It's just really sore still. You can judge me. I'm pretty damn shady anyways. That's fair. Fair call. Let's see. Who's starving and why? Chimpanzee. Is it because you've been working this whole time? Ah, that's where they've been putting that. Go prioritize work. Go get yourself some damn food. Actually, I'd much rather it if I guess we don't have packaged survival meals here anymore. Okay. I really need them to cook. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just, I don't know why my throat's being sore apart from that. It's just like a bad coughing fit. Made it pretty sore. I'm hoping it goes away. I'm just also like exhausted from like all the stuff over the weekend and stuff. Like I said, I'll probably put some photos in Discord throughout the week. But, yeah, a lot of walking, bit of sunburn, some nice food, all that sort of stuff. Just tired. I had to yawn. If this is where they've been putting the blocks, which we don't need this up here now. Gonna get rid of that. I kind of need them to probably store some of it over here. Realistically. Yeah. Them to stop losing shit like that. Let's see. I need... What was I going to do? It was stone block storage. I was going to make them have over here. And we can wait. Okay, so I mustn't have any meals. And I was going to put some kitchen-y stuff. Either that or I was going to do kitchens in there. I don't really remember. It's fine. I think what I was originally going to do was I was going to have like a storage room. And then I was going to have like, I think a butchering space. And then I was going to have like, this was all going to be cooking and stuff. And I was going to have nearby, like dining areas and stuff, but I haven't made that yet. I'm still thinking about moving their dining area out because it should still be within range of some of the food and stuff. So we'll see. But if I make it all cold, it's going to be too cold for them to do their cooking and butchering properly and crap. So I don't know. Either way, I think I'm going to probably put down a couple of benches. I kind of just need them to start having something that's inside. 2 butchering benches for the moment. I think I've got a couple over here. Actually, yeah, I do. Hold on. We can move those just straight over if that's the case. I apparently need one of those green things over here too. But this is fine. We can reinstall this up and over here. We can slap one of these fucking right in the center of the room. They'll do for the moment. Only reason why I want to bring these over is I think it'd be better if it's over near the food. They should work on it maybe a bit faster. Who knows? I actually wanted to have one of these be just a storage for like raw animals just brought in and put on the ground kind of thing, but I haven't got that yet. I also look like I've got all the lights built. Finally. And I need them to basically be all bright white. There we go. Okay, so we've got bright lighting. I could still do the separate like animal corpses room over here if I wanted to. It just being with the batteries, they're just going to find it super unsightly. But let's get those rocking. They're on 11. Let's bring it down a bit more. There's cargo pods somewhere. Hold on. Where? A cargo pod? We got medicine. Well, that's appreciated. I can always do with medicine. I kind of wish that they'd fucking get rid of the goddamn, like, drug pile there, though. Like, they'll harvest that, and then we'll have ambrosia, and then somebody's going to hit it when they're not supposed to. And yeah, that won't be great. Also, apparently I have glow pods now. So I guess we have lights. I don't know if this, like, mentally bothers them, but free lights, I guess. I don't think I can uninstall and I can move them. Now that I've claimed them, they should retain being mine. Ah, it's you that's eating it. I'm hearing somebody eating something. Okay, if they're all eating like raw food and crap, that's just gonna make them really upset. So, I'm gonna need, you guys, I'm gonna need a cooking bench of some sorts. I'd kind of like a fueled one and an electric one to kind of be in here. One set electric, one set fueled. Kind of just upside down for the moment, they'll do. And I don't super want this to be air conditioned, but I also want it to be cool-ish. I don't want it to be cold, I just want it to be coolish. So we'll turn on one of them. We'll see how we go with like the power and everything in here. Because this should be cool but not freezing. And same with this is like 18 degrees. This looks like it's enclosed too. Actually, if it's fully enclosed, where's my roof? There we go with that roof. Okay, the roof is on. They're building the chairs. They're starting to bring the stuff in. I need somebody to bring these over. Fuck knows, I can't remember if they need this, but I'm going to put one in there anyway. Do you want it up by one? I legitimately just don't remember, so they're going to get what they get. I want it up by one, like that. I think you guys are like by one. Yeah, that's about equal. Alright, they'll give us 4 kitchen benches. Yaks miscarried due to starvation. Here, yeah, I'm not really surprised. I took like a lot of my people that can plant stuff out of here. Exotic goods. Hold on. Where's that? Here. Oh, there's lamp. I love lamp. I fucking do. It's mostly the moth joke. But, always appreciate seeing lamp roll into town. And they also look like they are bringing cats and stuff. So that's going to be interesting. It's not seahorse I want. Silverware. One of the gates must be open again. Mind you, I am upgrading the doors. I kind of want to wait till they get in closer. And then I'll do trade with them. But they've got like caribou and... I don't think we've managed to successfully have that because I don't think we've got like a male-female set of that. I think they can do hauling. I'm not sure. I know they can do like, you know, the standard kind of caravan hauling type stuff. I might need to put more doors around the place by the look of it. Alright, either way, go trade with them. I know they've been trying to trade with us here and that's been really nice, but I just don't really have much. And my caravan is... How far away are you? Like half a day away. If Silverware could hold off... Where is she? There. If she could just hold off what she's doing until my caravan arrives here, I could dump all of our miscellaneous stockpile and then trade with them. Because I still have a lot of stuff to trade. So we'll try to do that. I'll try to remember to trade with these people. Plus it will let them get a bit closer as well. So that'll be good. At least the Psychic Soothe is also helping. Now I do need a bit of a floor in here. This is going to take up some resources I don't have right now. Which we're actually dwindling on steel. Wow, okay. I do have a caravan with a couple of thousand steel coming in. But by the look of it, I might need more of these underground scanner things here. Maybe. I should just leave my animals hitched up at this point. I think it would be more efficient for my entire colony at this location. Not for like the long run, but like for the moment. Especially since I'm gonna do all the doors. Do all the doors again. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for the group, I sort of do want a couple more batteries. I do want some more storeroom kind of things. So let's get a new stockpile going in here. Because I don't want that outside of it. But I also don't super want it blocking the doors. But what I want is this storage room be clear everything. I want fresh only corpses of animals. Particularly, yeah, animal corpses. That's where we're going to be putting those. Now, I really only want fresh stuff in here if we can. Now, I've got like miscellaneous crap going on that floor because I've got so much on the benches already. I just don't want them to waste their time walking away with it at this time. Now, I do want a couple of storeroom things like stockpiles in here, but like I'm not even sure what I want them to be yet, but I do want there to be a potential stockpile room. So I'm just going to clear everything and allow rotten. I'll figure out what I want on that later. Like, it could be chocolate or something, you know. Pemmican maybe. But yeah, I definitely want... I'd love to be able to just copy the whole thing over here. And yes, I'm sure somebody's going to tell me that a mod exists for that. No, I don't want it. It's a closed mod playthrough. Calm down, people. So I want this to be same thing. This one's not... Well, I think it is air conditioned. So it can be okay for the moment. But yeah, once we build these... There we go. Okay, so some of them will be colder than the others at this time. I get the feeling I don't have to air condition these two rooms at all unless a heat wave comes because of how this is cold. Like, that's not open. I'll open it though. It's not supposed to be that cold in there. Open that. So we'll chill these rooms down. I actually think we can turn this one off. I think we're okay with that. They're all supposed to be off. And these ones are all supposed to be off. They're like emergency backups. If we really need to pump additional aircon through here, we can. Like if somebody breaks one, we should be able to push it. The only problem is if somebody breaks one of these air conditioners, it's gonna like let the animals straight into the area. Which, speaking of, I just want to grab more of this and put this on the outside of this. This is not a design choice. This is just something I've noticed, that my animals feel like they're entitled to go eat whatever is accessible in the area. And if I do that, it just keeps them the fuck out of it. Where are you guys going? You guys look like he's going pretty far across the map up here. But it is daytime and my caravan should be moving. Same with this one, should be through the thick of like the distance. So they'll get there eventually. Alright. So what else have I got to do with this lot today? I have all the wood cutting. Made the dining room. Making some benches in there. What else we did? I do need to load up a caravan with like return stuff, and I am making bionic eyes back at Dryden. What? I'll take a look at that in a sec. Did you guys end up building the thing back up? Not yet. What is it you guys are missing? Advanced components. And components in general. They have advanced components. What the shit? They might not have enough. No they do actually. Hold up. Campbell, you should be able to do building. You can do crafting. Shit, he's a 20 on crafting. Yeah, no, he's been in here a while. Who can do building in my group that's still here? Maybe Crab? Construction of 4. I'm seeing like 2-3 people here. Yeah, you can do that. Can I get you to just come down here and just focus on building that? Because I'm pretty sure people can't. I know they are walking through it. That could also be affecting it. I was going to say, I'm pretty certain they can't walk through it when it's like that, but I think it's got to be more of the solid thing. Alright, where is this plasteel? Here. Okay, that doesn't surprise me. How are we going with the things that we are mining? We're still mining the jade, still mining whatever that is up there. Plasteel, this isn't reaching. Need you guys to bring this out, but just a tiny bit more. So we can get those ones working. And we put all the turrets back where they're supposed to be for the most part, which is good. I also don't know why I've got like a solid line of that there. I guess I made that out of the blue. That's okay. All of my transport pods look like they're about as full as they can get. Almost all of them. Even the ones that I've sent, they've refilled, so they definitely have refilled them up to about as much as they can, which is great. If I wanted to, I could send a few more. I wonder if we've got blocks and stuff. I've got a shit ton of steel. I've got like 37,000 steel here. A little fucking much. I need to send that onwards, but I can't put it in the pods, but I can put it in the caravan. Although, if I bring back enough wood, I can waste the fucking pods a bit if I wanted to. I've got almost 1,000s in most of the food again. 600s in most of the other foods. We've got the slate blocks. Got a shit ton of slate blocks. I need marble though. I don't have spare marble here. I've got a couple of chunks of it, but they're not doing anything with it. Sayo's having a food binge. That's fine. Let's see. You lot. I need to move some of your stuff out and around the place. Like, specifically, we need you guys to have your food stuff in here. I need this to have, like, nice clean floors and crap, too. I could go for... Hold on. I could send them the slate for the floors. They have got a lot of marble blocks, finally, which is great. Which means they should be able to get a couple of these kitchen benches done. I want them to do the ones closest to the doors. Preferably, because they'll probably be the ones used the most, I feel like. Let's unclick those. Now they're coming in, they're doing more of the plasteel. I could deal with sending them some more plasteel. We've got a shit ton of wood here. I could make one of those biofuel making things here. That would probably be also sort of useful. Honestly, I'd probably put it in the corner here, but if I was going to put it in the corner, I would want to, what do you do? Refines bioelectrical matter like wood and plant into chem fuel. Let's put one of these. I don't really want it in your storage wall. I could do with mining some area. Let's get somebody in here to mine. They fucking love mining, so let's take out this corner. Like that. Get somebody in here to do that soon, and then I'll have this whole space that I can... Like, I could also use this space as well, technically. Or the space that I just cleared out in here. Any one of those works. I might put it up. Then again, it is extremely flammable where I put it, and that is in a cave thing. So is that, technically. God damn it. I gotta get this, like, rec room built so then I can move, like, the recreational stuff out of the mountains and I can dig out the mountain. Because this will also have my storage as well. Once I finish building that. Let's retain Boomerlope. Now called Boomerlope. Nice. Alright. So, I still have these guys. We're still waiting. They must be starting to build this lot, if that's the case. Which I don't really mind. We've got to build this next. So, they can start building that. Since we've built this. And who's upset by what? Jet is about to break. Where are you, Jet? What are you doing? You're in a hospital, that's fine. Okay, there's nothing I can do